Welcome back to the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency and Security Financial Bank halftime show, being brought to you by Security Financial Bank and also the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency of Durand. Halftime of tonight's Durand, Arkansas, Neillsville Granton boys football game. And joining us right now, Karen Doster with the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. We're going to talk about something that the Durand, Arkansas School District, I think, is still a part of, and many school districts in Wisconsin, and that's the Fuel Up to Play 60 program that Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin is a part of. And Karen, thanks for joining us. Well, for those that don't know what this is, tell us about what's Fuel Up to Play 60.
Okay, well, this program actually has been around for about 13 years, and it's really a partnership between the NFL and the National Dairy Council and as well as the USDA. So kind of a collaboration. And of course, in Wisconsin, that would be Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin and the Green Bay Packers. And really, what it's all about is really to kind of be a fun, exciting program, but to promote eating healthy and, of course, that includes dairy foods and also being active for 60 minutes a day, and that's where the Packers come in. And it's a free program, and there's lots of opportunities for schools.
And so, Karen, can any school apply for this, or is it just
Yeah.
school districts?
It is actually a nationwide program, so just so you know, there's about 73,000 schools involved in this, reaching over 38 million students in the country. And so it is open to any school district and the schools within that. So oftentimes we might have, for example, where I live over here in the Green Bay area, there are certain schools in Green Bay who have decided to join, and there's others who may not be as involved, but any school can actually it's actually a website. Really what's happened, Brian, is it's evolved over the years. And anyone could go to fueluptoplay60.com and see tons of resources on how to engage kids in making healthier communities, a healthier school environment, eating healthier, ideas for the educators, the teachers, the program advisors is what we call the educators involved in the program. So it's free to anyone, and the resources have built. There's lots of STEM lessons. There's lots of different ways to engage your students. And then if you want to go deeper, then a school can actually register as a program advisor, still completely free to do. And then they can have funding opportunities or maybe engage in contests and have opportunities like that. So a school can be part of this at whatever level they would like to be. And it's all available on the website to explain that.
Talking with Karen Doster with Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin during our halftime show this evening. So we talk a little bit about the Fuel Up to Play 60 program. So Karen, there's different levels for a school to participate. So the one participation level where they become more of an advisor and that sort of thing. And for the funding, what are some of the requirements then that school has to do to be able to get that funding?
Okay, well, there is a funding application available every year, usually in the spring. So schools that are starting out right now here in the fall, the ones that applied and were approved for their with their applications, are receiving those dollars now from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin to implement in their school for this year. So the next funding opportunity will be next spring of 2023 for the next school year. However, in Wisconsin, we also, and that's a national funding opportunity. In Wisconsin, we also offer kind of a second chance for new schools who have never been involved before, want to try something different, or one of our regular schools who didn't apply. We call those legendary funds. And that is if they apply and provide us with a plan, with a playbook play. Again, that's all on the website, and I help them with that. Um, if they're going to maybe do something to start a new breakfast program at their school, or they're going to do some taste testings with cheese or different kinds of flavored yogurts, or have a field trip to a dairy farm, they can apply for that. And if approved, then they will receive funding for that. And so again, the key is really just become a program advisor. This is for the adult educators. And it really works best if they assemble a Fuel Up to Play 60 team, a group of students who are going to lead this in their school, are going to help share what they've learned, how to tell their fellow students eating healthy foods and dairy and fruits, vegetables, whole grains are really important to have have a healthier school environment, be able to study, be able to learn better, and that's really the way it works. So they can join at any time. We can help them with opportunities at any time. So
I find it unique with that advisor program that this is also really a collaboration between teachers and administrations
yeah.
and
Mhm.
also the students, though, to get the students to be part of this as well.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the difference with this program versus some that may be out there. It's not just, the adults saying, this is what you should do. You should eat healthy foods. You should do this. The students are actually the leaders in the school. It's actually a leadership development program in a sense, especially it's kind of targeted towards that upper elementary, middle school, and it goes into high school, although it is a K through 12 program that any age grade level can join. And the students love that the student leaders are sharing this information with their peers. And kids kind of listen to what their peers are saying more than they do to us adults, oftentimes. So that's really what it's based on. And it's amazing what some of these student teams have done. They've actually done food drives, done things for their community. They have, maybe provided incentive prizes to students in schools who eat healthy or drink all of their milk. These students have gone to dairy farms on dairy farm tours, and we help them find those dairy farms here in Wisconsin. And they go back and share with the other classrooms what they've learned and how they see how the farmer takes care of their land, the environment, and their animals. And so those student leaders are then actually developing some leadership skills and presenting. So it all really works together. And you kind of wonder, you might be asking, where are the Packers coming into all this? Well, you know, that's used that kind of the star power of the Packers through the years has really kind of helped. We have sometimes school visits periodically, or there might be incentives with autographed footballs. We provide prizes like that for schools that do a really good job. Occasionally, there's might be tickets available. We've had a number of players be our kind of player ambassador over the years. Whether it's been Mason Crosby, Jordy Nelson, Greg Jennings. I think Morgan Burnett was another one we had. So those are all kinds of things. How it all works together to really kind of make it a fun, engaging program with lots of opportunities. And I know in the last couple of years, there's been more of the lessons trying to really help the teachers because they're always looking for resources. There's just so many more resources online to tie in with the STEM and the that educators are looking for, but also the school nutrition. This program can provide equipment to start a new breakfast program, or if they apply for that, or maybe a new way to perhaps for the athletes to have a place to have chocolate milk after a practice. That's all developed by their student team with the plan. So there's any idea is open. Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, I'm available to kind of help guide a school, answer their questions. Or they could just, for example, we're sending out a great big banner towards the end of the month to about 900 schools in Wisconsin. Hang that up, and there's a message just for the students. So that may be all the school does, but that message is getting out there: eat healthy to fuel your day. So, I can go on and on. I'm obviously very excited about this program, and I've been doing it for 13 years. So I know it works. I know there's excitement out there, and it could work for any school.
And again, if folks want to find out more information, you can go to the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin's website. They'll have the link for the Fuel Up to Play 60 as well, and you'll be able to reach out to Karen as well. That is Karen Doster with Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin as we talk a little bit about the Fuel Up to Play 60 program. This is the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency and Security Financial Bank halftime show. It's Durand, Arkansas Panther football here on WRDN.